Good day. Greetings. Hello, Denise and Maria, CW, and CJ. Thank you, CJ, for your donation. Very much appreciated. Hope you all are doing great. Want to give traveling prayers to Sister Jeannie and Rebecca, who head out today. And I hope they have a safe journey. And they're going to make a couple of stops, I believe, and then end up here in the middle of the week, of next week. All right, today is Sunday, June 2nd, 2024, and let's get right to morning prayers and continue with the last of the grades or degrees of the Transforming Union. In nomine Dei, Matronum Nostra, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. I'd like to say hello to Kyle as well, and the Lineweber family, who is always very helpful. And we have a little group of crusaders that we chat with, and I appreciate those. Let us place ourselves in the presence of the Trinitarian Theophany, and in Catholic contemplation humbly adore the Divine Family and venerate the Divine Family. Most holy and venerable Trinitarian Theophany, one divine family, I believe that thou art here present. I venerate thee with the deepest humility. I render to thee with my whole heart the homage which is due to thee. O Trinitarian Theophany, relying on thine infinite goodness and promises, I hope to obtain the pardon of my sins, the help of thy grace, and life everlasting, through the merits of Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Matronum Nostrae. O Trinitarian Theophany, I love thee above all things with my whole heart and soul, because thou art all good and worthy of all love. I love my neighbor as myself for love of thee, and I forgive all who have injured me, and ask pardon of all whom I have injured. Let us thank the Trinitarian Theophany for the many graces that we receive, and offer ourselves and our sufferings up to heaven.
O Trinitarian Theophany, I most humbly thank thee for all the favors thou hast bestowed upon me to the present moment. It is again thanks to thy bounty that I should live to see this day, and I desire to employ it solely in thy service. I consecrate to thee all my thoughts, words, actions, and sufferings of this day. Sanctify them, that there may be none that is not animated by thy love, or that would not tend to thy greater glory. Let us make a firm resolution to avoid evil and to do good, and let us beg of God, the Trinitarian Theophany, the graces which are necessary to us. O Trinitarian Theophany, thou knowest my weakness, and that I am unable to do anything good without the help of thy grace. Deny me not thy grace, proportionate to my necessities. Give me strength to avoid everything which thou forbiddest, to practice the good which thou hast commanded, and enable me patiently to bear all the trials which it may please thee to send me. O Dea Matronam Nostrae, I place myself under thy protection. I throw myself with confidence into the arms of thy compassion. Be to me, O Mother of Mercy, my refuge in distress, my consolation in suffering, now and at the hour of my death. O most holy Trinitarian Theophany, Dea Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. I am heartily sorry for having offended thee, and I detest all my sins, because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell. But most of all, because they offend thee, O most holy Trinitarian Theophany, Dea Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, who are all good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve, with the help of thy grace, to confess my sins, to do penance, and to amend my life. The second degree, or grade, forces the soul to seek for the Trinitarian Theophany without ceasing. Whence the bride says that as she sought for him by night within her bed, whereon according to the first grade of love she lay weak and fainting and found him not, she cried, Sergum et quaerum quaam diligit anima mea, I will arise and seek him who loves my soul. The which, as we say, the soul does ceaselessly. Here, in this grade, the soul goeth with such solicitude that in everything she seeks for her beloved, in all her thoughts is she stricken with the thought of the beloved one. In all her words, in all her actions, in whatsoever business she is about, she must at once speak and discourse of her beloved. When she eats, when she sleeps, when she keeps vigil, when she busies herself in any manner, in any matter, all her heart is full of her beloved, as has been said above in the description of the longings of love. Then, when at length her love begins to recover from its sickness and to gather strength in this second grade, she at once begins to climb the third, by means of some degree of fresh purgation in this night, as we shall afterwards state, the which produces on the soul the following effects. The third step of the amorous ladder is that which forces the soul to action and inspires her with vital heat so that she may not falter. In this grade, the utmost she can do for the beloved, the soul counts as naught, her manifold deeds as few, the length of time devoted to her, to the Trinitarian Theophany's service as a moment, because of this burning furnace of love wherein she is consumed. Here, the soul, by reason of the great love she bears to the Trinitarian Theophany, is deeply afflicted and in anguish for the little for the little she does for the Trinitarian Theophany. And if it were permitted her to tear herself into 1,000 shreds for his sake, the Trinitarian Theophanies, she would be consoled. Therefore, she accounts herself for useless in all she does, and it seems to her she lives in vain. And hence springs up in her another admirable effect, which is that she is absolutely convinced that in very sooth her wickedness is greater than that of every other soul put together. First, because love teaches her the immensity of the Trinitarian Theophany's deserving. And secondly, though the deeds she now performs for the sake of the Trinitarian Theophany are many, she yet realizes the full extent of their imperfections and defects, and each one of them fills her with grief and confusion, because she knows how unspeakably mean and base is her performance in respect of so great a Trinitarian Theophany. In this third grade, the soul is very far from harboring vainglory or presumption, or condemning others. These are the solicitous effects, together with many others of like nature, which this third grade of love produces on the soul. And by reason thereof, the soul in it gathers strength and courage to mount to the fourth, which follows. I'm going to stop there today. And I encourage, again, the contemplation. At the oddest times, just that may not be appropriate, think of the Trinitarian Theophany and stop and contemplate. Sit down, kneel down, whatever. Make sure you have your home altars set up. Have a comfortable chair near it. And again, those, especially times of like distress, it's good. The mind will start racing away of worry and concern. And it's best to go and sit there and contemplate the Trinitarian Theophany. And in your prayers, your repeated prayers prior or during, offer up that worry or concern to Dea Maternam Nostrae. And she will alleviate you of that stress. And then you can bring yourself into that deeper connection, which is where love is. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apote. Oremus. O Trinitarian Theophany, the Creator and Redeemer of all the faithful, grant to the souls of thy servants and handmaids the remission of all their sins, that they may obtain by loving prayers the forgiveness which they have always desired. Who livest and reignest with thee, one Trinitarian Theophany, forever and ever. Suscipe, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, hanc immaculatum hostiam, quam ego indignus famulus tuus offeditibi Deum meum vivum et verum, pro innumerabilibus peccatis et offensionibus, et negligentiis meis, et pro omnibus circumstantibus, sere pro omnibus fidelibus catholicorum, vivi sacroid defunctis ut mihi et idis proficiat ad salutem. Deum qui humanae substantiae dignitatum mirabilitu condedisti et mirabilius reformasti da nobis peruius atquae et vini mysterium eius divinitatis esse consortes, qui humanitatis nostrae fieri dignatus est parteceps, Deum Iesum Christum Filium, qui tigum vivet et regnat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Oferimus tibi Deum calicem salutaris tuum deprecantis clementium, ut consueto divinae majestatis tuae pro nostra totius mundi salute, cum adore suavitatis ascendat. In spiritu humilitatis et in animo contrito suscipiamur ate Deum Iesum Christum, et sic fiat sacrificium nostrum in conspetto tu hodie, ut placeat tibi Deum matronam nostrae et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Veni Sanctificator. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, et sanctificit oblata prosequendo et a capere hoc sacrificium tuo sanctum nomini praeparatum. Suscipe Sancta Trinitas, hanc oblationem quam tibi offerimus ab amorem passionis, resurrectionis et ascensionis, Deum Iesum Christum, et in honorem Deum matronam nostrae, et a Papa Peter Sanctorum, et istorum et omnium sanctorum, ut idis proficiat ad honorem nobis autem ad salutem, et idi pro nobis intercedere dignentur in caelis, quorum amore magimus in teis pedinum Christum Deum nostrum. Orate, ut meam ac vestrum, sacrificium acceptabile fiat ab Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Suscipiat Deum Iesum Christum sacrificium de manibus tuis, ad laudem et gloriam nominis sui ad uditatem, quoque nostram totiusque ecclesiae suae sanctae. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apud te, sursum corda habemus ad Deum. Gratias agamus Deum nostrum, dignum et justum est. Te igitur elementissime Mater et Pater, Deum Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per Deum Iesum Christum Filium Tuum Deum Nostrae, supplices rogamus accipetimus. Uti accepta habeas, et sanctificas, haec sanctam sacrificium ilibata, in primis quae tibi efferimus, pro ecclesiam tuam sanctam catholicam, quam pacificare, custodire, adonare, et regere, digneris tot orbiterarum atque catholicae. Memento Deum famorum tuorum. We pray for the sick and the suffering, especially pray for Mindy, Katie, Gage, Clarette, Toby, Maria Josephina Mose, Mark Jr., Henry and Barbara and Benedict Santa Croce, Casey, Mr. Nobody, Amble Tink, the Cantu and Duarte families, Maria and the Line River family, John Cahill, the Dasco, Nye, Tafor, Began, and Wolf families. Pray for Alex Tafor as well. We pray for Mr. Nobody to receive the funding and strength needed to complete the first Sede Vacantis Catholic Council office in Monastery of Illinois. We pray for an end to all governmental allowance or sanctioning of abortion, transgenderism, transhumanism, child trafficking, child abuse of any kind, anywhere, place, or time. We pray for the establishment of a Catholic monarchy with a sound Catholic system of labor, human value, medium of exchange, with no usury. We pray for courageous men to step forward as leaders of this Catholic society, and to reveal all the lies beset upon our society. We ask that all quote-unquote gay marriage be banned, all pornography be banned, as well as the OnlyFans platform. We ask that these vices end immediately. And we ask that women cease working for Freemasons and corporations everywhere and for all time. They have a much higher calling. We ask that all gateways and portals and electronic interferences be shut down, that all harmful radiation waves be shut down. We ask that you destroy the satanic document of Vatican law that is the Jewish Talmud, that you destroy Rome and Vatican and recognize the authority of the Catholic Church in Portugal. We ask you to release the souls controlled by the demons Lilith and Asmodeus, and transfer the souls from under the dominion of any Jew or Freemason that's giving support to Israel. We pray for wisdom and charity, especially with growing natural foods and animals for feeding society. We ask for the conversion of all sinners trapped in a state of mortal sin, especially the ignorant. All this we ask in accordance with the Trinitarian Theophany's holy will. Et omnem circumstantium quorum tibi fides cognita est nota devotio, pro quibus tibi offerimus, vel qui tibi offrant hoc sacrificium laudis pro se suisque omnibus, pro redemptione anomanum suarum, pro spe salutis et economitatis suae, tibi que redunt vota sua aeterno, Deum vivo et vero. Communicantes et momentum venerantes in primis gloriosae semper Dei matronam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum et Beatorum martyrium tuorum, Papae Sancte Petri et Sancti Lucia et Sancti Jacinta et Sancti Francisco et Sancti Juan Diego. Et omnium sanctorum tuorum quorum meditis praecibusque concedas, ut in omnibus protectiones tuae muniamur exilio, per indum Christum Deum nostrum. Quam oblationem de Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum in omnibum, consecratem acceptabilem quae fecere digneris ut nobis corpum, et sanguim fiat didictissimi filium tuum Deum Iesum Christum, qui pridie quam pateretur, accepet panem in sanctis ac venerabilis manus suas, et elevactis oculis in caelum ad Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum suum omnipotentem tibi gratias agens. Consecravi, fregit, dedique lumis sui dicens, accipite et mondocate ex hoc omnes. Hoc est enim corpus meum. Simini modo porquam ceremonia est accipiens et hunc praeclarum, calicem in sanctus hoc venerabilis manus suas, item tibi gratias agens, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, consecravi dedique luminis sui dicens, accipite et bibite ex eo omnes. Hic est enim calix sanguinis mei, mysterium fidei, quae pro nobis et pro multis effundetur in remissionem peccatorum. Hic quod esquimque feceritis in meum monum facietis. unde et memores Deum nos servitui, sere plebs tua sancta justum Christum filium tuum Deum nostrae, tam beate passiones, nec non et in fedis resurrectionis, sed et in caelos gloriosae ascensionis afferimus, praeclare maiestati tui de tuis donis ac datis, supraque perpetio ac sereno vultur respicere digneris. Supplices te rogamus, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, iube hec peferebe manus tuum, ut quod, executaris participatione. Sacro Sanctum Deum Filium Tuum, corpus et sanguinem sumserimus omni sanctificatione, caelesti et gratia repe amor per innum Christum Deum nostrae. We pray for those who have died. We especially pray for Roland LaPlante, for whom this Mass is being offered. Ipsis Deum et omnibus in Christum, quies gentibum locum refugere lucis et pacis, ut indulgeas deprecamur per innum Christum Deum nostrum, per quem haec omnia Deum Iesum Christum semper bona creas, sanctificas, vivificas, consecratis et praestas nobis. Per ipsum et cum ipso et in ipso, est tibi Deum Matram omnipotenti in unitati Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, omnis honor et gloria. Ave Dea matronam nostrae, gratia plena Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum tecum. Dea matronam nostrae, matram Deum Iesum Christum, misericordia nobis, peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Libera nos, quaesimus, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, ab omnibus malis, praeteritis, praesentibus, et futuris, et intercedente beata et gloriosa, semper Deum matronam nostrae, cum Papa Petrum Sanctorum et omnibus sanctis da propitios pacem in diebus nobis nostris, ut ope misericordiae tuae aduiti et peccato simus semper liberi et ab omni perturbatione secori. Per iendum Deum nostrum, Iesum Christum, Filium Tuum Deum nostrum, qui tecum vivit et regnat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per aeternam. Pax Deum Iesum Christum sit semper vobiscum, et quoque apud te. Haec commissio et consecratio copris et sanguinis Deum Iesum Christum fiat accipientibus nobis in salutem aeternam. Pax tecum, et quoque apud te. Deum Iesum Christum, qui ex voluntate Deum matronam nostrae, quabrante Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum per mortem tuum unum vivificasti, libera me per hoc sacro sanctum corpus et sanguinum tuum ab omnibus iniquitatibus meis, et universis malis, et fac me tui semper in hadari mandatis, et numquam separari permittas, qui cum eodem Deum matronam nostrae, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum vivis et regnam aeternam. Perceptio copris tui Deum Iesum Christum, quod ego indignus sumere presumo non mihi proveniat in judicium condemnationem, sed pro tua pietate prosit mihi tutum elementi copris et ad me delam percipiendam, qui vivis et regnas cum Deum matronam nostrae in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Panem calestem, accipiam et nomen Deum Iesum Christum invocabo. Deum matronam nostrae non sum dignius, ut intercedete meis in tanto verbis senabatur anima mea. Deum Iesum Christum non sum dignius, ut intercedete meis in tanto de verbo senabatur anima mea. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum non sum dignius, ut intercedete meum, sed tantum de verbo senabatur anima mea. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima mea. Quid retribuam Deum Iesum Christum pro omnibus queritud mihi? Calicem saitaris et accipiam et nomen Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum invocabo. Laudans invocabo Deum matronam nostrae et ab inimicis mei salvus ero. Sanguis Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima meam. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet animam tuum. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet animam tuum. Quodoris sumpsimus Deum Iesum Christum puramente capiamus et immunere temperae fit nobis remedium sempiternum. In corpus tuum Deum Iesum Christum quod sumpse sanguis quempetare hervis cerbus meis e presta. Ut in me non remeniat scelerum macula quem pura et sancta reficierunt sacramenta. Deum vobiscum, quoque apud. Oremus. May the prayer of thy suppliants profit the souls of thy servants and handmaids, we beseech thee, O Trinitarian Theophany, that thou mayest free them from all sins and make them sharers in thy redemption, who livest and reignest with thee, one divine family, forever and ever. Deum vobiscum, quoque apud. Ite missa est. Deum gratia. Placia tibi sancta Trinitum, obsequium servitutis meae, et praesta ut sacrificiumus cor oculis tuae majestatis igninus obtuli tibis et acceptabile mique et omnibus, pro quibus irut obtuli siti miserante propitiabile Petrus Deum nostrum. Sanctificat vos omnipotens Deum, Matronam et Filium et Spiritum Sanctum, Deum Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. O Trinitarian Theophany, I believe, I venerate, I hope, and I love thee. I beg of thee pardon for those who do not believe, do not venerate, do not hope, and do not love thee. Most Holy Trinitarian Theophany, Deum Matronam Nostrae, Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. I venerate thee profoundly, and I offer to thee the most precious body, blood, soul, and divinity of Deum Iesum Christum, present here in reparation for the outrages, sacrileges, and indifference by which he himself is offended, and through the infinite merits of his most sacred heart and immaculate heart of Dea Matronam Nostrae, I beg of thee the conversion of poor sinners. In nomine Dei Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. Thank you for attending, and I appreciate all of your prayers and donations and hope, etc. I also appreciate your bearing with my runaway candle and my dying candle. My attempt to keep them from dripping excessively when they're new failed robustly. So we'll have to fix that, and I won't do it again. All right, we hope you have a good day, safe travels, and we'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Please go and check out the website, OurLadyIsGod.com, for further information. All right. Please go and sanctify all those who you meet.